So I thought I'd show you a couple things first while O'Malley gets in a little snuggles. So this weekend I went to a crafting event with a bunch of demos from the island. Dude, pick your spot. And so these were the make and takes. So we got this really cute treat box, and you can fill it up with, I think she had kisses in it, but it was super cute. And I'm really liking the DSP this year for all of our colors. So that one. And then I have this cute one, and it kind of like bows. I don't know what the right word is there, but it's like a 3D thing. It's really cool. I don't have this boat set, but I think it is everyone's favorite. This seems to be a lot of boats out there. So yeah, that was really pretty and cool. And then we got this one, which is partial shaker card. And she actually had two options. One was with the acetate, and then another one was with mesh. And she actually had the laundry smelly balls. And it's cool if someone likes scent. Not cool if you're like me and don't like scent. But the acetate was really cool. So we have just a couple little embellishments. We stamped our sentiment on DSP. And how brilliant is that? We all have scraps and like little bits. So, you know, that's just kind of perfect. I thought that was genius. And then we kept the circle that we punched out for inside the card. So it's pretty cute. We then had this one, which we used our pencil crowns, and then we did some watercoloring for. And then a little bow. Oh, I will say, shout out, I can't remember who did which one, but she tied our bows for us ahead of time. And although I'm getting better, it was kind of nice. So yeah, we did watercoloring on this one, and then just a nice simple one. And then there was a fifth make and take, which was a little like book thing to hold a notepad in and a pen, and I knew Tori was gonna love that one, and so as soon as I got in the car, Tori took that one. So, but the lady was amazing and gave me another kit so Tori can make one, so I'll make it and take a picture of it. Then I was in a swap, so we have this one. Now I had all the names and everything, but then O'Malley came around and knocked everything over, so I don't remember who did which ones, but this one's really cute. This is one of my favorite folds when it's on the other, like the portrait angle. But I'm gonna have to try it on this one because it is really cool. Then we have this one, which is pretty amazing. I think they did 7 layers, which is really pretty. And then this one comes out. So it could be like a gift holder or something. No, my mom's asking me a question. I'm on live. So then this one is the jar. We were really excited to see it done with cookies. We haven't really seen it with cookies yet. We've seen it with the shamrocks a lot. But so that was pretty cool. And then inside. And hopefully when I place my next order, this corrugated embossing folder will be available, because the last few times I placed an order, it hasn't been. So then we got this one, which was cool. She embossed, okay, if you're gonna be here, lay down. She embossed on vellum, and then she actually also like colored on it. I think she used the blending brush. Good morning, Marsky. And so yeah, so that was really pretty. I do miss our vellum. I went to an event this weekend, Marsky, and so I'm just sharing some of the swaps and the make and takes before we start. So we got this one, and there's a bookmark inside. How cool is that? It's pretty cool. And she used this is retired DSP from In Colors a couple years ago, but it works really nice here, and it's a great way to use up some of your retired stuff. All right, now I need the bookmark strings to get back in there. So then we have this one, really pretty, and again I lost all the names and stuff and mixed it all up. So here's another one with the boat. Again, lots of layers, and the so swirly embossing, which is pretty cute. And then we have this one. I do like this DSP, it's so pretty. And then the little stamped eyes. And there's Wink Stella. I don't know if you can catch it, but there is Wink Stella on it. And the last one, which is a really cool fold that I'm going to try at some point. So this is it flat, and then when you open it, it goes like that, and then it's like that. So it's really cool. I like this DSP too. It's really pretty. So yeah, those were my swaps and my make and takes. Lots of fun, got to meet some new people, and I didn't pass out. No heart issues, so that was good. Bonus. Alright, now we shall make our card. So June is Orca Awareness Month, and orcas are one of my absolute favorite animals. And so we're gonna make a card using along these lines with the orca, because it's Orca Awareness Month. And the Global Design Project challenge this week is animals, which clearly they made just for me, because that's totally my challenge theme. Okay, let's move my thing over here. So I'm gonna make a fancy fold. And this fold I seen last Tuesday. Beth and Steve McCollin made it from Stamping Mom, and I thought it was so cool. It's like a bookbinding card stepped up. And I'll put the link in because she gives you all the measurements and step-by-step instructions and everything. So I'll put the link in for sure. The cool thing about watching them is that they have each other to talk to. So there's just not that dead end, the dead blank of silence when I run out of things to tell. Went to my brother and my sister-in-law and Tori, my niece's house for dinner this week. They made turkey. Not my favorite, but it's ooh, okay. I don't know what the kitties just did, but they did something. They startled themselves. All right. think since no one's watching me at the moment, I'm gonna be unprofessional, just double check the water. No, water's fine. They didn't spill the water this time. Sorry about that. Alright, I do love this page. This is my favorite out of this whole DSP. Oh, sorry, I'm using the Ottery Awesome. Adorable. Ottery Adorable. There we go. Okay. So, this one... yeah, this one. Anyone's own struggle? Every now and then when you're like, wait, which way does the paper go? Hi, Betty. It is Orca Awareness Month, and the Global Design Project this month was I'm on live. Can I answer you after? Okay. I did something wrong because I was distracted. Hang on. This is what happens when you don't practice things ahead of time. Okay. 2 7/8. Okay, so this weighs 4, I believe. Will be 3 3/4. This is why I don't do fancy folds on live. Alright, see if take 2 is better. Did I make it work? There we go. Perfect. And I'm going to take a strip of this one. And I want my fishies going this way. Alright, DSP, cut, math, done. A piece just flew right out. Alright. So, I'm gonna hear these ones down. We're gonna do lots of fishies because orcas love fish. You could also make these bigger or add a mat, which would be cool too. I do love to mat things. Hi, Caroline. Thank you for the card. It just arrived. I gotta take a picture of it to share it for everyone. Once you get the math, or the directional of the DSP right, it's actually a very simple, easy, fun card. Alright, we're just gonna pretend this looks like it's seaweed on the inside, because it's just so pretty. Now you can add a white piece in here to write, or you could do white here to write, or you can add more DSP to those as well. So quite a few options there. And now for the star of the show, the Orca. So my favorite ocean animals are orcas. My favorite air animals are bald eagles. And then my favorite land animal are bears. And it works perfectly since that is legit what we have on the island here. We have all of those. So you constantly see them. And the best part of living on an island is you're really close to the ocean, so we often get lots of eagles, for sure. And then we get bears every summer in the park. Right below us there's a park, and it's like 80 acres, a waterfall, 3 duck ponds. Oh, sorry, I don't know if I was Stamping Up close there, sorry. And they release salmon and other fish into it, and it feeds into one of our rivers. And so we get some bears that come in there to get some food because they want some lunch. Love orcas, yes. You're so beautiful. And they're like the coolest, like, apex predator. Like, they even eat sharks. There's actually a team of 2 orcas, port and starboard, in South Africa area, and they literally hunt fish, or sharks, which are fish, and causing a bit of a problem for the local shark population because they kind of run away, understandably. Okay, so we need to do some dies. That 1 is going to fit here, but 2 also fits my Orca. So I think we're going to do that one. From the Stylish Shape set, which is the best go-to set. I use it all the time. So I had a craft event. I was busy Thursday, Friday with Tori. And then I had my craft event Saturday. And then yesterday I went to my brother's and sister-in-law and Tori's house. And we hung out and did some stuff. And so I have not crafted, like, in my craft space. So now we have to decide. Oh, so that story was going to everything's totally put away. We have to decide if we're going to leave this white or should we color it blue around the Orca. So Let me know what you think. Alright, now there's no words for this set. Now, I give a bunch of my cards away to a charity that helps adoption families, and so I printed off some of the sentiments that they need or would use. And so you think we should color it, Marsky? Alright. And so that's why my sentiments are gonna be a little different. So, kind of thinking something like that. Alright, so color in some blue. This is such a neat but random set. And I went back and forth. I'm like, what can I do with this set? But I have liked it. It is nice to get different sets. I love Stampin' Up, but they do have a repetitive history. You know, there's always a gazillion butterflies, always a gazillion flowers. And don't get me wrong, I love flowers. But it's nice to have things that just aren't quite the same. I got catnip bubbles, and so I blew those for the kitties this morning, and they did not know what to do. It was pretty funny. Alright, so I tried not to go over the dots, so then I still get the bit of a white, kind of like matte. It's not perfect, but alright, let's see the adorable otter set. No, that's dinos. Did they retire and we just have the GSB? I think that might have happened. Okay, I'm just gonna check something quickly. Sorry, didn't mean to make you bounce. Stampin' Up's new website is pretty awesome. You can just go onto the top and search. Oh, as long as you spell it right. And then it will be like, yeah, we have that. Oh, no, we don't have that. I do wish, however. Oh, it's on the last chance, so we can still use it. Okay. So, I'm just going to grab the otter set. And then I'm going to take Balmy Blue. And I'm gonna add some of the fishies. Oh, my laundry's done. Should be stamping on the foamy thing. There. Now, should we do bubbles above him? That'd be kind of cute. Do you know that they sometimes blow bubbles as just to have fun and play, like especially the little babies? There, that's adorable. Ugh. Okay, someone did a tip Tuesday, and they said if your ink pads get stuck or are hard to open, you should take some chapstick on the edges of the thing, not the ink pad, just on the mechanism part where it slides, and it will help make them go through. And part of me is like, that's awesome, and then part of me is like, wait, chapstick? But there's always at least one ink pad that just is like, I'm not opening for you. Alright, so again, this card was from Beth McCullen and Steve from Stampin' Mom. And really, really cute and fun and easy. Alright, so just keep in mind that you need all your adhesives to go on the one side. You don't want to overlap them so it opens. There you go, so it's like a fancy bookbinding card. So, pretty simple, easy, once you figure out your directional DSP. That, you know, we're keeping it real, because that always happens. I constantly have to recut my DSP, because I don't have the right... I don't have it going the right way. Just add a couple of these nifty rock things. Okay, I'm gonna go there and a little one there. Now, when working with animals and embellishments, you need to make sure that it's not near their butt, so it doesn't look like they pooped in an embellishment. Slowly peel that one up and move it over a smidge. There we go. There you go. So, I really like a fancy bookbind. I like a bookbinding card. It's one of my favorite. I like how you stored the embellishments. Thanks. It's free because it's just the cases of the dies. So, and free is always good. Cool. All right. Well, thank you for visiting and hanging out with me. For those who came in late, I had a crafting event this weekend, and I did a whole bunch of swaps and make and takes, and I showed them all. So if you want to go back and watch them, you can see a bunch of cards. So yeah, cool. All right. Well, I will see you all next Monday, hopefully. Have a good day. Thanks for hanging out with me.